Miss Jennifer. Hi, Savannah. Hi, Nikki. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and disclose, like the video title says, this story is for mature audiences only. So if you're watching with children involved, please do not watch, unless that's your decision if you do or not. This is my story and my truth, and I hope that it helps someone else be able to speak out about what has happened in their life also. In almost 10 years, I have kept my mouth shut. I recently, in June 2018, started back to church. This past Sunday, 1/26/2020, the preacher was speaking about habits and which bad habit do you need to break. It hit me. The bad habit I need to break is staying quiet. I need to tell my story. I need to stand up for myself and my son. Why? Because you are the only. Why? Because you only have yourself. So here you go, my story. As some of you know, on April 16, 2009, I entered into foster care. Previously, I have been in 43 different foster homes. I was 16 years old. I want to pause here. What I am about to disclose is a very personal story, but it is my truth, and it has made me the mother I am today. Let me also disclose this. Not all social workers or foster parents are bad or evil or a part of my story. Anyways, April 2009, foster home number 43 since age 5. It wasn't all that terrible at first, but it didn't last long for my nightmare to begin. I began to notice the foster father take notice into everything I did. He treated me differently than all the other kids. The foster mother took notice to this and just wiped it away like it was nothing. I would contact my social worker and tell her about the father being weird, which was always just tossed aside, and she told me I was lying or that I really didn't know what I was talking about. June 2009, the touching began. He would touch me where no 16-year-old should be messed with. He would tell me sorry or shh, don't tell anyone. He made a point to show me his sword collection to scare me, which it worked. I was scared and embarrassed. After the few times he touched me, I went to school and was ready to die. One day his wife walked into my room as I was trying to kill myself. She thought it was for attention, but I never would talk about it. So life went on. The touching didn't stop. Then it happened. He took everything from me. He told me it was all my fault. He told me not to worry. He was sterile. So I wouldn't stay at the house. I would spend the night with friends, but that didn't stop him. He forced me many times. Fast forward to the spring of 2010. My whole life flashed before my eyes. I found out I was pregnant. Well, so did the foster parents. I was questioned so much I had to lie to make sure no one found out. I was so embarrassed, stressed, and alone. All the while I knew who the father was. I heard the heartbeat. My heart was full of emotions. My life was over, so I thought. Anyways, during this time, the foster parents wanted to adopt me and give them custody of my unborn baby. September of 2010, I went to a baby doctor appointment where I found out I was having a boy. My biological father also was there, where of course he seen me pregnant and asked me who the father was, which I lied and told him the guy from a party I was drunk. He didn't buy it. That night my bio dad came and got me from my basement apartment, which also the social worker put me in. It was her parents' basement apartment. So I could go eat dinner with my bio family, and I told him everything. 2 days later, after moving in back into my biological father's home, I went to the police, and I told them everything, and then I was told I was lying and that I wasn't telling the truth, and I was basically trapped. I didn't know what to do. In November of 2010, I had a son. His name is Bentley, and he is 9.5 years old today. Well, 9. He'll be 10 in November. But yes, I just wanted to tell my story, and I hope you guys have a good night.